Welcome to Around the Board, a show where four board game enthusiasts discuss board game topics and news. On today's show, we're going to talk about Gen Con. Yes, it's our Gen Con preview episode. We'll give you 5 games that each of us want to buy, as well as 5 games we'd like to demo that's not available for purchase yet. And hopefully it'll give you some more information. We've also got some honorable mentions and just a whole lot of fun to talk about with Gen Con just around the corner. And we're recording this on Sunday, July 20th. 2025, so unlike those other shows that recorded way in advance, we'll give you up-to-the-date last-minute news about Gen Con, which will probably still be wrong. But hey, thanks for joining us. Today's show, we're down a man or a woman, but we've got the important people here, right? So let's announce them. It's Daniel.
Daniel Connors, that's me right here.
Daniel Connors and John Theismann and Andy Barnett. Thank you for joining us around the board.
All right. Guys,
yes,
we're pumped for Gen Con.
Yes, me too. We are down a man today. Kelly couldn't make it with us, and I'm not really sure why, but she did go to a Coldplay concert over the weekend, and she's been in hiding ever since, so I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Guys, I went out of the country for a week, and I came back, and I saw all these memes, and I'm like, what is this? I have no idea what this is. I was like, is that Jeffrey Epstein or something?
Nah, you're probably just as confused as the rest of us. That was kind of completely out of right field, but, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever makes people happy nowadays.
Turns out it's a CEO of, what was the name of the company? Astronomy or something?
Something like that, yes.
Some data mining company or something.
Oh,
what's that, John?
Data mining? That's ironic. I was going to say, what's not like cheating, and that is subscribing to our channel. So
yes.
There's a lot of new people right now watching, and it is okay if you subscribe to multiple videos. We won't tell your wife. We won't tell your other YouTube channels. So just hit the subscribe button. Do it right now so that you can help us out, because we need help.
We won't tell anybody. You're not going to get on a Jumbotron anywhere. Don't worry.
Well, plus we're helping you out, because if you see us at Gen Con and you subscribe to our channel, you have a chance to win a nice prize. So,
oh, really? Tell us about this. John, tell them what they could win.
Well, the rumor has it you could win a $100 gift card to Miniature Market if you see us at Gen Con and know the secret of how to enter this contest. But one of the ways you do it is by subscribing. So you'd have that out of the way. See us at Gen Con. We'll tell you how to win.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, with all that in mind, we should probably get to the stuff people want to hear.
We should. What are we doing?
We're going to take a look at 5 games that we want to buy when we go to Gen Con. And I'm going to start with Daniel. I want you to start us off. Give us your first game. It doesn't have to be in any particular order.
Yes, it does. It has to be from number 5 to number 1.
Oh, no, it doesn't. I haven't
what's
done
your
it like
number 5?
that. Really?
That's okay.
Yes.
Andy, you do you. We always tell Andy to do you. You just do. But I'm going to tell you what my number 5 game is.
Okay,
this is a game that almost did not make the list, but I'm like, you know what? My kids really enjoy Mario Party, and there's this game out there from the makers of Dodo's Riding Dinosaurs, and they're making a Mario Party-esque game, and it's called Party Panda Pirates. And this game is adorable. It has these like chibi little pandas walking around, and there's all of these different mini games. You could be stacking dice, you could be putting dice in a cannon and shooting it out to like an island to see who can get the closest. There's just a bunch of different little mini games. And again, these is from the people who brought us Dodo's Riding Dinosaurs, and that game they kind of said was like Mario Kart, and from all like reviews, they nailed that. So if they nailed Mario Kart, I'm guessing they're gonna nail, Mario Party. So Party Panda Pirates, that is who I'm going to see.
Wow.
Well, not first, but
wait,
5th.
If I'm getting this correct, this is a board game about a video game about a board game.
Yeah,
is that
you
right?
got it right. That's
okay.
it. That pretty much explains
Gotta
it all.
be a winner. Gotta be a winner.
Like Inception, man.
Gotta be.
Right.
Yeah.
Party Panda Pirates.
John,
don't be around anybody when they're trying to say that name.
Who makes that game? You said again?
I didn't say. I just said that the people who did Dodo's Riding Dinosaurs. That was the same publisher. The designers, there's like 5 of them, so I can't go through them all. Some of them I have written down. This ones I don't. So, but that's fine. John, what's your number 5?
Well, number 5 on my list is a pure guilty pleasure because it's one of those
Uh-oh.
ones that I saw that I'm like, I mean, this game you got to try. I mean, at least try it. I'm gonna buy it probably, but it's one of those I got to go see and look at and mess with, and that is Spooktacular. I don't know if you guys saw that one on the list. Spooktacular. It looks like one that would be coming from Trick or Treat Games, but it is not. It is not from Trick or Treat Games. From Level 99 Games, and what Brad Talton is the designer. I think he did Millennium Blades is his big thing, and
he sure did.
you're it takes place inside a movie theater. So like it's like a black board with a movie screen up there, and your monster's escaping from the movie. I assume trying to kill the people that are watching the movie.
I mean, that is what monsters do, so safe assumption.
It sounds like it's just going to be a hilarious blast. So, and it looks amazing. It comes with some really cool little meeples and stuff. I guess you can't call them that. Creeples. We'll call them creeples. It comes with little creeples. And so you can use those. And so, yeah, little monsters that you're going out there and attacking people with. And it's, like I said, it's a guilty pleasure. I clicked on it because of the name and I looked at it and I said, this looks fun. This is just pure fun. Looks like a blast. So Spooktacular made number 5 on my list because it has to be on there somewhere. So there you go.
All right, well, I'm going to show you guys up because like I said, I did not do these in any particular order, so I'm going to go straight to all my good games because they're all good games. I'm assuming they will be. I hope they will be. The one I picked out is Ego from The Good Doctor,
that one.
Reiner Knizia.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And it is a re-implementation of Beowulf, the legend. And I'm excited because it just looked like it was unique. Had some different auction bidding mechanisms, sealed bidding, turn order. Anyway, it looks fun, looks interesting, and you can't go wrong with The Good Doctor, right?
And what you're a
Chris
planet,
Pratt
right?
going to be in this?
What's that?
Is Chris Pratt going to be in this game?
I don't think so.
It's a Guardians of the Galaxy
Guardians
too.
of the Galaxy.
His dad is Ego
yeah.
the planet. Every time I see that, I'm like, I'm surprised Marvel hasn't put a stop and deceased letter on this. They probably just don't know it's out there because, I mean, it's a little spot on if you ask me.
Well, the cover's pretty creepy. It's got like a planet going into a guy's head and into another person's head. And
I thought it was a planet with like a face on it or something.
I don't know. It's
like
really
Ego.
weird.
Yeah,
like Ego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's from Bitewing Games. And is that the publisher that's
It's Bitewing.
Bitewing, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So check them out at Gen Con, and that one will be available for sale. Excited to try it. 2 to 5 players. Says it's best around 4 to 5, 40 to 80 minutes. There you go.
Thanks for that info.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
And
gotta
it's not
give
a
you the
Marvel
details,
game.
right?
Not
You
a
know what I
Marvel
should
game,
do is I
so-
should read the flavor text. Do you want the flavor text?
Much more than that. Yeah. Or how about you just know the flavor text?
Here's the flavor text. We are not alone. It is the 23rd century, and proof of alien life has finally been discovered beyond our solar system. In fact, recent developments in technology have triggered a cascade of discoveries throughout the galaxy. Intelligent life and advanced civilizations are now known across many planets, moons, and asteroids in the Milky Way. Now, the race is on to establish interstellar relations with the aliens. The only chance we have of reaching alien life is by pooling our resources to build the required super ship in an unprecedented, albeit uneasy, cooperation between the planetary governments. The peoples of our solar system have finally built the first of these super ships. Now, the coalition known as the Extraterrestrial Greeting Organization, EGO, is now ready to launch our first mission.
So it's not a living planet.
There you have it.
Oh, it makes
Okay.
all
Now I'm not
the
as
sense in the
excited
world.
about it. All right.
Okay.
When we've done these lists in the past, we've kind of made it into a competition, but things didn't work out this time, so we couldn't really do that. And another reason we did this is that we didn't want to have overlap, but again, we didn't do that. So for once, we're actually going to have overlap, and I'm going to overlap with John, and that is Spooktacular. Yeah, I know. And John, you gave me your list, and this was not on your list, so that's on you, buddy. So listen here. This game is from Level 99 Games, as John said, and one of my favorite games of all times is Millennium Blades. Also, BattleCon, and the designer, who I have written down right here, his name is Brad Talton.
Yeah, I
He
just said his
designed
name.
both of these games, and I love it so much. And I like a lot of the things that Level 99 does. You can always expect them to produce a very quality game, a high, whatever, boring. This is your game,
I know
dude.
it's deja vu. I've already heard this.
Okay, well, I'm telling you more about it because the people need to know.
People are going to
Spooktacular,
skip
get
this
it
part
because
because
they're
they're going to be
great.
like, I just heard John say this.
Your mom's going to skip this part. John, what? Give
Whoa!
me a better number 4.
At least she watches.
Okay, my number 4 is there's 2 games based on this that that are coming out in Gen Con, amazingly enough, and that's the poem Dante's Inferno, which came out in 1200 or something like that. So it's like they've had a long time to build a game around one of these. They waited until this year to make 2, and the one I'm talking about is Inferno, which is actually the heavier of the 2, and it looks amazing. And what you're doing is your job. I guess that's what Dante is doing in Inferno. Is he's like gathering souls and sending them to the layers of hell where they're supposed to be. And so, if you commit certain atrocities, you deserve certain punishment in hell. And so, you're trying to. I think that part of it is like reaping the souls, like the living people that are dying, and you get them, and then you take them to the part of hell, the layer of hell that they deserve. And if you're the best one at doing that, then you are Dante and you win. But it looks amazing.
Sounds like a great game, John.
It is. It's very cheerful game. Happy-go-lucky. I don't know if you guys saw pictures of it or not. Looks amazing. The gameplay sounds awesome. And so, Inferno, not Dante.
Yeah,
There was one called Dante, and then there's one called Inferno. But Inferno is the one that's on
this
my
one
list
was
of number
on
4.
my radar because of our friends at the Board Game Rundown when I was on their show. This was one of their IP games. They got to play it already, and they said it was fantastic.
There we
So
go.
it looks really cool. Now, I will admit I didn't read Dante's Inferno, and there's like monsters in it. I'm guessing there's monsters in Dante's Infernos, like Medusa and the Minotaur and stuff like that.
I'm going to have to read it now.
No,
I don't know.
Nope, that's not true. That is
It
also
might be hard to read the
they're
original
in this
text because it
game.
was written so long ago.
I believe that's all from Greek mythology, and Dante's Inferno is written from a Christian worldview, I think, or a Catholic worldview, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know this game has Medusas and Minotaurs, so that's kind of cool too.
Oh, it does have those things, you're saying?
It does. It
Oh,
does.
really?
Yeah.
Maybe then I don't know what I'm talking about.
Interesting.
Maybe I don't
Okay,
know.
now we're going to have to read it.
I might be confusing this with Paradise Lost by Milton. Very different.
Maybe you are. Milton
Yeah.
Bradley. Yes.
Who knows? Let us know in the comments. You guys know. Set us right, because we never know anything in this show.
All right, my number 4. Remember, there's always a disclaimer here. We are board game enthusiasts,
Yes.
not experts by
Not
any
experts.
means. There's a reason we say that every show. So my number 4 is not really number 4 on my list. It's just the next one I'm going to. And this one is
Number
a
4.
2-player dual deck building game about 2 starships in a broadside battle, The Last Command.
Ooh.
Last Command looks really kind of interesting. It looks like it's a deck builder with a lot more going on too. You've got some bag and pool building, you've got hand management, you got income. A lot of different stuff going on here, it looks like, and it looks really exciting. I don't normally get into these dual games too much, but I've been playing more and more 2-player games because I've been trying to play more with my wife. And so The Last Command looks pretty interesting. It is from Ty McDonald, first-time designer, first game. So,
I like his. I just stayed at his restaurant today.
okay. Old Ty McDonald had a no. Anyway,
Game.
it's from Sentient Games LLC is the publisher. Sentient
Okay.
Games. And the flavor text, because that's
Okay.
what everybody's here
Oh,
for.
please.
Just a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
The Last Command is a detail-oriented space combat strategy game, lovingly crafted to simulate the relationship between a starship and its crew. Whether playing as the Federation, Remnant, or the Sunder, victory hinges on maximizing the potential of your crew and ship systems with gameplay, utilizing dual deck building, worker placement, and resource management. There you have it.
Thrilling.
Very
I
good.
feel like I'm there. Andy, I feel like you have a weird relationship with space games because I don't actually see you
too.
actually own space games. But when we do these, you always pick the most random space game to be
Yep.
on the list.
That
2
is
for
not
2.
true.
That's 2 now.
2
I
for
can
2.
give you multiple space games that I like. You ready?
Snapship Tactics.
Pulsar.
Pulsar 2849. Also, the revision of Mombasa Sky Mines. Woo, fantastic.
Yeah, but that's just Mombasa.
Yeah,
Okay, whatever. I'll be excited to see if you actually get this one played.
Good point.
All right. Well, let's go to number 3. I think John, you've been starting us off, right? No, I have.
No, you have been.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I'll start us off with number three as well. All right. Mine was not on my list. I saw the game, really cool cover, and then I was like, I don't really want a game like this. And then I watched Man vs. Meeple, and I was like, intriguing. And that game is Dirt and Dust. It's
Oh, I
a
saw
race
this one.
car
Yep.
game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of I think deck building and dice placement. There's some drafting in it. And it's from the designer of Kunta Hora, which was a very big game that came out, I think, a couple years ago, and people fell in love with that game. They also got like race car drivers from the country that they're the designers from to kind of promote this as well. So if you watch some of their like blogs and their designer logs of this game, they actually have like real race car drivers talking about this. So I just feel like that's an extra level of like authenticity where they really got the theme, nailed down. So I'm actually looking forward to it. And the cover is really pretty too, because it's like yellowish.
And
And that's
where
a pretty
is the
cover.
designer from there, Daniel?
I will never say. You'll have
I
to
will
get it from
tell you.
my
I will
cold.
tell you. He's from the Czech Republic.
Ah, okay.
Ah, okay. All right. What's his name? How do you say it?
Uh, I will butcher the pronunciation, but the name is Peter Kaslava.
Yeah, that's
That's
actually
not
what I
bad.
would have said.
It doesn't sound
Yeah.
bad.
Well, that doesn't
All
that
right.
doesn't give me a lot of great feelings that that's what you would have said, because most of the time you say things completely wrong. No offense.
Yeah. Well, and I just want to say one more thing. So with Heat last year was such an incredible game, and it's become a favorite of ours on our Monday night game night. I just really think Dirt and Dust has the potential to also be exciting and fill that, I don't know, fill a different gap that Heat doesn't, but also just as exciting and fun. So looking forward to it.
I will
Dirt and
say that
Dust.
I was looking at Gen Con events because like I am always, I'm last minute, and so I was looking for things that are still open. There were several learn to play tournaments of this at Gen Con still
Oh,
available.
really?
So I would love to get in on it with you guys if you were
Yeah, that
interested
sounds
in doing
fun.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
maybe.
interested in that.
We'll see.
Sounds cool.
John, what do you got?
Number three on my list is another one that just looked so unusual that I think I might just have to have it. And Daniel, you're going to hate it. The game is Verdun, and it's a game about the Battle of Verdun in World War One. And so, which was World War One. We just went to the World War One museum recently, and it just exemplifies how brutal that war was and how just, I mean, agonizing it was. And this game, it's the reason Daniel won't like it is it's a trick taking game. That's what it's a trick taking battle game, which is like, oh my gosh, this sounds so cool. And I think you might like it though, because part of it is like kind of like on Brian Baru. It's kind of trick taking. That's the mechanism, you know what I'm saying? But it's you're not always trying to win. Most of the time, you're not trying to win. But in Verdun, it's almost like you're trying to really cut your losses on the hands that you know you're going to lose. And so because that's basically what World War One was managing your losses, because that's what you're doing. You're losing all the time. So it just sounds like it's got that kind of a flavor to it where it's like, oh man, I just know I'm gonna, what am I gonna lose in this battle? Because I know I'm gonna lose it. And so it sounds like it just gets you that tense battlefield feel with a trick taker that plays in like 30 minutes. And you can play two player, you can play teams of two. So playing trick taking, it's usually an obvious, team game as well. So Verdun sounds awesome to me. It's from the same designer that made Factory 42 was the only thing I can see that he's made, but it looks amazing. Looks like a really cool game. Something I'm gonna have to probably
So,
buy and
John,
check out.
a little behind the scenes, I had John send me his list early so I can pull some videos to show on the show.
Mhm.
And there's like three of his games that don't even have videos from the designers. This was one of them. And so I found an unboxing and I was just like, man, this game looks like, I don't know, Chris would approve. Let me just put it that way.
Is that right? Does it look that bad? I've just seen a few
Looks,
still
I
shots.
mean, it's fine. It's just cards, but yeah.
Oh, there's a
I'm gonna
little
stick
board
with
in the middle.
World
There's a
War
little
One. I'm gonna
board in the
go with the
middle.
Grizzled.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, it should have the same feel as the Grizzled is what it looks like. So I
Very
think it looks pretty cool.
Very interesting. Well, my number three is also a game that is cooperative, which I know this blows people out of the water because I don't like cooperatives usually.
No.
It is a game, and it's going on the heels of the stellar game, The Gang, that was just gangbusters this last year. This
Oh,
is
boy.
another game using poker, and it's called Ace of Spades. And what's interesting about this is it can be played one player or two player cooperatively, but you're basically, from what I understand, you are using poker hands to try and beat bosses as you flip over these bosses. And what's really cool about this, interesting little fact, my grandparents, very strict folks back in the day, they used to, I think they would, if they were going to play cards, they would shut the curtains because they were worried people would see them, because
Oh my
back then
gosh.
people thought that if you played cards, you're going to hell. Well, guess what? This game allows you to play poker and fight hell. That's what you're doing. You get to listen to this flavor text. Your path of vengeance has led you to Sweet Haven, Arizona. You know that the necromancer who has ruined your life, taken over the cemetery as his base of operations, and you are going to finish him off at all costs. You face Lord Overkill, a supernatural being, but your prowess as a gambler goes beyond sleight of hand. Looks really
It's almost
cool.
like a little Devil Went Down to Georgia, only he played poker instead of
That's
the
right.
violin.
He's
Yeah,
going to
or the
beat
fiddle.
him with some spades, baby.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. I watched someone talk about this game, and I don't know if they were saying they felt it or it actually was true, but there's a lot of inspiration from the Dark Tower in this, Stephen King's Dark Tower, and
Okay.
Roland the Gunslinger. Yeah, because he's hunting down like the Dark Man. And yeah, so I kind of, that's actually, this was on my radar for a moment, and then I saw it was a two-player co-op or solo, and I got booted off the list. But
That'll do
I
it.
like the theme of it anyways, but with it being a little card game, I don't know. We'll
Look
see
at
how well
that.
that theme actually comes through.
I've got a co-op on the list, and I already have two-player games on the list. I'm breaking all the molds this year. By the way, that game is published by DeVere, and the designer is
Interesting.
Benjamin Amorin.
Okay. Cool.
You know, DeVere, when they first hit the scene, I was like, they can't do any wrong. But now they've produced enough games that I feel like they're 50-50. Like some of their games they're really solid on, and some of them I'm like, why did you do this? And then they go from like really heavy to like really light. Kind of an interesting company it's turning into.
I laugh because of my next game.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Well, we got to go to Daniel first, unfortunately.
Yes, we do.
Daniel, what do you got for number 2?
all right.
Number 2.
My number 2 was featured. Actually, my 1 and 2 were featured on our 2025 anticipation lists.
nice.
If you can go back and watch those videos. But this one is a game from Chip Theory Games, and that is Wroth. So I really enjoy the concept of Chip Theory games. They make the kind of games that I would have enjoyed to play, but they're really expensive. They're really overproduced. But from all accounts, they just make some incredible games. Well, Wroth is actually really affordable. I think the price tag is anywhere between $50 to $75. And I know it's going to have this high production value to it, but it plays very similar, or at least it seems like it plays to like Root. It's an asymmetrical area control game, and I love me some Root. So I really want to try Wroth, kind of the best of both worlds. Also, the guy who made this, the designer, Manny Tremblay, he is the designer of Dice Thrones, which while I enjoy Dice Thrones, not like my favorite game ever, but he has a really good instinct for these combat games, and just really excited to see what he has up his sleeve. And I'm a superficial gamer too. That's a beautiful cover. It's a beautiful looking game, and that's hard not to not want that on my shelf. So Wroth from Chip Theory Games.
How do you spell that?
Wroth. Wroth.
Okay.
Like a Roth IRA with a W.
Okay. I was like,
Hey,
I don't remember that game, and then I'm trying to find it, and I'm like, how is this spelled that Daniel is pronouncing it Roth? And then I was like, is it Wrath? Is it okay? There we go.
You never know when it comes to Daniel.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, I remember seeing that
I
cover.
tried
Okay,
really hard this
I
time.
remember seeing that. Okay, cool.
All right,
Well, Daniel,
Don,
my
what's your
number,
two?
we're up to 2, right? Number 2. My number 2 game is from DeVere Games, and it's one of those games that you probably are not as excited about from DeVere Games. So, but it's called Red Carpet, and this game looks so cool. If you remember the game Picture Perfect from a few years ago, that was one of the hits at Gen Con.
Do?
This
There's a
reminds me a
Friends
lot of
theme,
that.
right?
What's that?
There's a
What'd you
Friends theme of Picture Perfect,
I
right?
wish. But this is a game similar but different to that. Red Carpet is about people showing up for a huge premiere, and the board is literally like a red carpet. You unfold it, and the red part is like textured like a carpet. Okay, and it's like a red carpet on the board, and you put up these little barriers next to the red carpet to keep the riffraff out. And you're part of the riffraff. You're taking pictures with your cell phone. You get a little tripod that you put your cell phone in, so you can't cheat and move it around and everything. It has to be in that spot. And the people come out of the limo. There's celebrities, there's commoners, there's all these people coming out. and you're trying to get them to
Offers.
turn towards you so you can get them to, and as the game goes on, they're going to be moving down the thing. You got to get their picture before they get inside the event. And ideally, you want them pictured with a picture of their sponsor that goes with them, because then that's going to be worth the most money. That's what they want. They want their picture taken with their sponsor, and that sponsor is like on the little barricades in front of them. So you're trying to get just the right angle and get them looking at you and all that, and snap just the right shot and get the right pictures to get the most points. And it looks like a blast. And it's a Devere game, and I've only heard good things from people that have looked at it so far. So really looking forward to this one. What'd I call it again?
I mean, yeah, if you like Picture Perfect, then get
Yes,
Red
if you
Carpet.
like Picture
It
Perfect,
sounds
you're
like
gonna
the
love
same
this
game.
So there you go.
Well,
I'm making fun of it being similar, but my last game was very similar to Root. But mine's
Yes.
different because it's cooler. So
I actually
It's
think
not.
Red Carpet looks pretty neat.
Yes.
I will say I'm a little hesitant because it's app dependent,
No,
isn't it? I think it's
I
app
don't think
dependent.
so.
I thought it was.
maybe not.
I think you just take
picture,
pictures
like
on your
you gotta
phone
take
is all.
pictures.
Okay,
I
technology.
don't think you take them through an app. I think you just take pictures.
Okay,
That's the
well,
way Picture Perfect is. You just take pictures and then you see what you can see, and that's how it scores.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Are
Fair
you
enough.
anti-app in games, Andy? I didn't
I
know this
am
about you.
what do you call them? A Luddite. Is it a Luddite?
Luddite,
Sure,
I
we'll go with
Luddite?
that.
I think it's like
anti-apper.
it's the equivalent of someone who doesn't like technology, right? So I
Got it.
prefer my. This is why we record around the board in Telegraph as well.
That's right.
That's how
Sign
I
up for that
listen to it.
service.
I go back and listen to the Telegraph recording. Always better. We always look better too.
We do. No doubt there.
That's fair.
All right. Well, time for my number 2, I guess, huh? Okay, I'm going to hit this one up. This is an interesting one. Daniel will love it because it also has the trick-taking mechanic, which is one of his favorites. And this one looks interesting because it's got trick-taking with a theme, and it's a pretty good theme, it looks like. It's called No Loose Ends. No Loose Ends. It's from Taiki Shinazawa, and I'm sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly there. Publisher is Gamehead, and you are, well, just give you a little flavor text here. Crime pays if you're careful. Still, a bank heist is no easy job. The precious loot is heavily guarded, and each thing you steal leaves a trail of evidence behind. Risk leads to reward if you can cover up the evidence and leave no loose end untied. Oh, I guess that's it. Risk leads to reward. Oh, risk leads to reward. I read it wrong. Sorry. Didn't read
That's all right.
Anyway, a trick-taking game where, depending on the type of tricks you play, you cover up your evidence and cover up your heist. And it looks really interesting. Predictive bidding, trick-taking game. Loose ends. No loose ends.
Okay. And your games
You're
all
all over the
surprise me.
place.
Yes.
Yes.
None of them look like a game you're going to bring out on game night. That's what's funny.
You know what? I am a diverse and a wildly multicultural and
Except you're not really.
a man of mystery. An international.
And how you
not.
portray yourself, yes. In reality, no. Can't believe that's your number 2
Andy.
game of all time for Gen Con.
Well,
Wow.
it's not my number 2. Listen, I didn't do them in any order. You guys, I didn't do them in any order.
Wow. That's your number 2 of all time?
All right. And not
And it
all time.
shows.
It's one I want to check out for sure, though. Absolutely. It looks 2 to 5 players. Looks fun.
Daniel, I hope you have something
2 to
good for
5
number
players.
1.
I think it is. I think it's good. It's
Okay.
again was on my anticipated games of the year,
Oh, really?
and
Cool.
I've seen a lot of people talking about it right now, and that is Citizens of the Spark. So a couple things. This is made by Philip Duberry, who is infamously in our group the designer of Revolution, an old game
Oh.
that we have enjoyed quite a lot. And when I saw that he was the designer of this, I was super excited, and I sent him a random message just to say, hey, I loved Revolution and I'm going to check out this game. Also, it's produced by Thunderworks, which does role player
Yeah.
and cartographers. And it looks like this year there's another game that they're producing too, which I'll talk about later, I think. Well, maybe I won't. It's called Fliptoons. I think it's an honorable mention. But they're both
Oh.
outside of that role-playing world, so I'm kind of excited to see what they do when they're not constraining themselves to this weird medieval fantasy thing. But Citizens of the Spark is a drafting game where you are vying for control of the different factions of these animal people. I forget the names. Animomorphic, is that what they call it?
Yeah,
Animal
sounds
people.
right.
Yeah, anyways, and then the art is beautiful. Again, shallow gamer. It looks fantastic. So I'm excited to see this, and hopefully we get to meet Philip Duberry and we can finally ask him and rest assured, are you supposed to negotiate in Revolution or not?
Absolutely you are. It is a game of bluffing and bidding and talking. Game of
Nope, it's a
manipulation.
silent get inside your head of your opponent game. When we're finding out, we're going to seek him out and we're going to talk to him about this.
I think it says what I'm saying in the rule book. I could swear it does.
Optional rule. It was put in there by Steve Jackson Games because they're the ones that did Munchkin. So of course they're going to have like some kind of weird backstabby type of scenario in there. Anyways, Citizens of the Sparks looks fantastic, and if it has any of the elements of Revolution, I will be excited. But if it's standalone of all new ideas from his mind, I will be happy to explore that as well.
Daniel, Thunderworks Games makes a lot of games outside of role player that are good, like Cape May, which you refused to play and wouldn't allow on our games to play on off of our
did
Shelf
they
of
really
Shame.
do that?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, now I'm rethinking my life choices here.
All right.
All right.
Number one game for me. I have to get the proper mindset here.
Do you want a drum roll or anything?
You sure do.
No, I've got to, it's very solemn. I have to be in a solemn, serious tone here because
Okay.
Habemus Papam is the number one game on my list. Habemus Papam is about electing a new pope. A new pope. So, Habemus Papam. I fell in love with this game when I saw it on there. It's beautiful. It's about electing a pope. It's like topical because we just had a new pope elected. It's about you working behind the scenes to get your guy nominated and elected to pope. It's a 6-player game that's a real game. I don't know about you guys. I have a group of 6 players all the time that come over to my house, and okay, party games are fine, but you want real games that don't last 8 hours that you can play with 6 people that are fun to play. This one looks like it's going to get right into that niche. It's your Habemus Papam, baby. It's a cool theme that you don't see done. You're not trading on the Mediterranean. You're not, growing fruit. So Habemus Papam, baby. This looks great. What do you guys think? Have you looked at this one?
I saw it and I thought that looks boring.
Oh, wow.
But it does look like a John game.
How could it look boring? It's like political intrigue and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get your guy nominated for Pope. The artwork is great. The little papals look good.
Yeah.
Would I rather battle with spaceships or popes?
You'd rather battle with popes? That does sound interesting.
Battle of the Popes, right?
Battle Popes.
Battle Popes.
I
coming to you.
We actually
that is a parody we need to make. Battle Popes.
Battle Popes. We have a good friend who is a priest, so I want to get his opinion. Kent, I need to know if you're watching this. Let us know what you think of this game. Is it sacrilegious, or is this okay to play?
Let's be honest. Our friend that we're speaking of, Father Kent O'Connor, we are super jealous of him because he always goes to Gen Con and he has a deal with the Catholic Church across the street where he gets to park there. And I think he gets to stay at a church as well, and in exchange for doing some work for him. But got a great deal.
Yeah, not a bad deal at all. Yeah, I'd definitely do that.
Every year I ask if I could stay with him, and he says, "Sorry, I can't have a heathen come in there."
Exactly.
Just kidding. He doesn't say that at all. He just says he feels awkward to invite someone else that isn't, part of that. I was like, I understand.
You're not a man of the cloth, Daniel. Don't even pretend.
Right.
That's right.
Well, my number one,
number one. I can't wait to see what your favorite game is.
I was actually holding this one for the number one slot, but Daniel sniped it from me. I had Citizens of the Spark as well.
Whatever.
I really did. It does look good. It looks exciting. I like all the variability with it. But I'll grab something else off the list here. Let's go with this. This is kind of an easy answer. I think a lot of people are going to be looking for this one. It is by Dire Wolf, and it's called Lightning Train. Lightning Train.
I'm intrigued by this
Anything
one.
else
It's
about
not
it?
a buy instantly.
Just the name itself just makes me want to get it. Just Lightning Train. It says it's a deck and bag and pool building game. I didn't look at it too much, but it does look interesting. It looks like it combines a little bit of a train theme with some of the mechanics I actually really enjoy.
With lightning.
So, like lightning. Yeah, that's right. But this is a Gen Con release that I think will be very popular. Designer was Paul Denon, and still is, not just was, but is.
And he does Dune Imperium and Clank.
That's
Clank
right.
and Dune Imperium. That's quite a 1-2 punch there.
And I have some
fun fact.
Fun fact.
I'm looking at his profile picture, and he has a crokinole board in his hand. So
He is the one who basically taught me to play Crokinole. I played with him in Gen Con in a tournament, and he schooled me. And what's funny is we also sat down and realized he was with Direwolf. I have a connection with Direwolf. I've mentioned it many times, but I voice a bunch of characters in a card game that Direwolf has called Eternal. So that was kind of cool, too, to have that, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Feng
Well,
shui.
serendipitous that you met up with him completely
voices? I
like
didn't know that.
unrelated.
Yeah, I know. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lightning Train looks pretty cool.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's going to be a hot one. I would go to buy it right away, but I'm not a big fan of Dune Imperium, not a big fan of Clank. They're both, I can see the quality in them. Well, no, I see the quality in them, and they're obviously top tier games. They don't resonate with me. So I see this one, and I'm like, this one could finally resonate with me. I don't know, but I want to play it before I buy this one. But I am excited to see it.
And Clank, have you played Clank Catacombs?
No, I haven't done. I've only done basic.
No, you got to do Catacombs.
That's it.
It's life-changing.
Life-changing.
Okay,
that's right.
There we go.
Well, I've been looking for a change in my life, so then maybe that's it. That's what I need.
Do it, man. Yeah, 15 games that we think you should check out at Gen Con that are being released at Gen Con.
Yeah, and you're going to have to race us to get them because we're going to get there first.
With round 2. Only 2 rounds today. We're doing games we want to get at Gen Con that are being released at Gen Con and games that are not being released, but we definitely want to play and demo. So we're going to get into those right now with our 5 demo favorite games. Daniel, start us off.
Can I go first this round?
No, John.
Gosh.
Not going to allow it.
Gotta
go around the...
All right. That's right.
I'm worried Daniel's going to take mine.
Know the name, sir. No, I won't. This is another level 99 game. They have Spooktacular coming, but they also have Compania. And don't know as much about these demo games because they're not for purchase, so there's not a lot of information out there about it. But this game just looks beautiful. And again, I have a fascination with level 99 games. While I do not get all of their games, when I do play their games, I'm like, these are fantastic. So I would love to give this one a try. It's worker placement and secret unit deployment is the other mechanism. I don't know what that really means, except for maybe it's area control of some sort. I don't know, but it looks beautiful. Level 99. I'm going to give it a go.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was it. That's all I got.
That's all you got for us?
All she wrote.
Okay.
Yep. That's all she wrote.
My number 5, I was worried Daniel was going to get to it before me because it might be on his list. And that is, we had a really good game come out, Comic Hunters, where you're collecting comic books and everything. Well, now there's another game about collecting comics. It's not official real comics, but it looks really cool. And it's called Bagged and Boarded, where you're trying to collect comic books. And I assume it's about different grades they can be in and different rarities and all that. And the artwork looks really good. I mean, it's not real comic books, but the artwork looks amazing. And it looks like you have these little things that you can stack your comic books on that look really cool. One of those things where, it'd be so much fun to demo. All the artwork in it looks like it came right out of, it's comic book artists had to have done this artwork, or somebody that's very good at implementing that style. And Bagged and Boarded, about collecting comic books and having the best collection, similar to Comic Hunters, but done in a different way. And it might be more of a tabletop-y way than a drafting way than the other one was. So I'm willing to give it a shot. Like I say, it's just a demo. So what the heck? Let's see what it's like. But that's my number 5 on my list.
All right. Well,
I don't know why you thought I would have that on my list. That seems completely outside of my wheelhouse.
Yes, completely.
No, I saw that one too, and I immediately thought that'll be on Daniel's list.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. All right. For me, I'm going to go with one that is a remake of a game from only a year or two ago, and it's called Ice Second Edition. I did not play the Ice First Edition, but Ice Second Edition looks pretty fun, actually. Pretty cool. It looks like it's a game of discovering tiles and finding different patterns and things, and you've got action points, you've got worker placement, you got all kinds of stuff going on, and it looks really neat. I really like the way it looks. It looks very it's Antarctica, right? Or
something.
I think you're going into a cave.
Well, let's find out.
I don't know.
Let's read
the
flavor text. Ice, as far as the eye can see. In this frozen world swept by blizzards, a lone city clings to life. Every year during the summer season, the city's guilds organize expeditions. Their destination, the Valley of Nuka, where vestiges of an antediluvian civilization might be buried. Looking for answers, prestige, or riches, every guild has its own motivations. ICE is a game of exploration, 3D tile mining, and collection. Players are archaeologists exploring that they can move. What? Exploring?
I'm exploring the ways I can move.
I need a script. It was cut off. I don't have anything else. Anyway, archaeologists. Sheet of ice.
It looks really
That's
cool.
good enough.
You actually pick up the ice pieces
Yes!
and you keep digging into there.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. This was on my list as well. That's the cool thing about it. You're actually digging through the ice and going down and seeing what's underneath. That's really cool. It looks really awesome. Like I say, it might not be a good one to buy, but it looks like a fun one to demo.
And it looks like there's two designers, and I don't think they've designed anything else, or maybe they have. Bragoo and
the big
Sam's. There you go.
Yeah, don't know. Yeah, I was going to put it on my list, but I was afraid that if I went there, I'd have to go through a line of protesters. So I just kind of avoided it.
You think people, because I think that, are the characters,
no, gosh.
Are they Inuit?
Just let it go. Let it go.
Okay, we'll just let it
it's
go.
All right, Andy.
That is from the publisher is This Way.
Okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
This way, that way, this way. So that's my number.
All right. My number 4. Yes, okay. I just want to make sure this was my number 4. It is from Restoration. It's their next big product, and the reason this is on my demo and not on my purchase is because it is massive and expensive, and that is called Battle Monsters. You get to play Godzilla versus all of his bad guy friends. Andy, you should actually be intrigued by this. And the models are ginormous. They're monstrous. When they announced this, I was like, I'm going to back it on Kickstarter. But unfortunately, they were like $175 for like the base game.
Yeah.
And then each monster was like $70. And I was like, whoa, I don't even know if I'm going to like this game. But I'm willing to give it a shot. And if I do like it, I'm pretty sure somebody will buy it, get it from their Kickstarter and go, I'm never playing this. I'm going to sell it for half off. And then I will pounce. So I'm going to, but I want to see if I'm going to like it first. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm not a big like Godzilla fanatic or anything. I love the concept of Godzilla because he's pretty close to a dinosaur and I have a thing for dinosaurs. But my nephew really likes Godzilla, who he's like 14 now and still really like digs Godzilla. So I do think if I ended up with this, he would definitely be excited to play. So want to give it a shot first. And if I like it, then we'll see. Maybe I can find one on the cheap.
Yeah, maybe. Or get it in a trade or something.
That one did look interesting. Again, with like you, it's quite the investment to make, though.
Yeah.
And
that's
after finding out by investing so much in He-Man, Clash for Eternia, I'm kind of like gun shy about just going all in on something. Even though I do love Godzilla as well. So.
Yeah, but this one's a little safer because everything Restoration has touched has just been fire and it's so good. I know, Andy, you're not a big fan of Unmatched, but that's because you're weird. But there's that Godzilla Tokyo Clash that you actually enjoyed. I think there's like a lot of upgrades to that game, and I think there's going to be some similarities. I think there's potential to be a really amazing game here.
Yeah, I'll join you with playing that one. That's for sure. That one does intrigue me. I want to see how they did it, how they made it different than Unmatched, and how it's also different than
Clash for Tokyo. Just to fact check, the Godzilla Tokyo Clash is produced by Funko.
Yes, that's.
What definitely.
He didn't say it wasn't. He said since you like that though, you'd probably like this one.
I see. Okay, I thought you were suggesting it was also Restoration games.
No, I'm just saying Restoration would do even better than what Funko did. And because you like Tokyo Clash, you might actually enjoy this game.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there. Absolutely. Yeah. John, what do you got?
All right. Well John's on to number 4.
I am. And number 4 on my list is going to be 12 Rivers. I don't know if you guys saw this one or not, but it's fantasy kind of based, so it's odd that I would like it, but it's because of what you do in it. There's like 12 rivers that come out of this lake in the middle of the board, and it's in grooves, and you're searching for pearls, and those rivers and the pearls are actual like marbles that are coming down through the lake, through the rivers, and they hit different barriers. And I think you're trying to release certain barriers and certain orders to get certain orders together of your pearls to match what you need on your cards to get your special effects and all that kind of stuff. So you want them to get down in a certain order. And just the whole physical aspect along with the card play and all that just seems like a really cool combination. It's something like I say, demo. I want to try it out. Does this work? It looks cool. It looks amazing. Does this really work? Is it a fun game? I would like to see how that works because it sounds so cool. It's like combining what's that one potion explosion or whatever where the things are coming down and you're trying to except it's all over the board coming down different rivers and you're trying to make them all match up at the right time when they get down there. Sounds pretty cool. But yeah, 12 Rivers. Gonna definitely check that one out.
Very cool.
Yeah, I got to look at it because you sent me your list, and yeah, that one looked really cool. I could be wrong. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. But maybe there was something about the first edition being like on a Kickstarter that didn't maybe get produced, and then like another company might have bought them out.
Oh,
I'm totally speculating here, but there appears to be two of them from different companies, and they both
really?
had Kickstarters, so or something like that. So if you know the story behind 12 Rivers, let me know. I think there's a story there. But yeah, no, the game looked super gimmicky, but it looked really pretty. So.
Yeah, looked really cool. All right.
Well, my number 4 is going to be probably an interesting one you guys wouldn't think I would go with, but I've been breaking all the rules today. So this one is called Into the Machine. It is from AEG, and Casper Lapp is the designer. I believe he did That's Not a Hat. Is that?
Love that game.
Yeah. So there you go. This game looks
nothing like this, though. I would imagine
nothing like this. This game is interesting because it's a racing game. It's an abstract strategy. It's got some theme planted on it. These robots are fighting against each other. But what looks really cool is you can set up really cool combos, it looks like, that it could be really, really neat. And so I want to check this one out. I haven't looked at it a ton, but it caught my eye. And because I have been doing the flavor text, I got to continue, right? So here we go.
Oh, my.
Do robots dream of electric sheep after a long day of manufacturing widgets and thingamabobs? Or do they sleep at all? Maybe they break off into teams and hop into the machine to blow off a little steam with a race for anecdotic glory and a chance at upgrading themselves into more skilled bots. Into the Machine is a highly tactical race in which circle bots race to one end of the machine to tag in their Hexbot teammates who race in reverse on the same track to win. A pit crew of bots outside the machine are sent to work the terminals, moving and manipulating their teammates in the machine.
Now I remember it. I remember reading that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you want to go buy it, don't you?
It sounds interesting. Sounds very, off the wall.
So, it sounds unique. It sounds unique. And,
that's the kind you want to demo. There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was on my short list.
Ooh.
All right.
What's on your long list?
About a short list.
What do you got now?
We're talking about the long list.
Yes.
My number 3 is gonna be a little uncharacteristic of me, half uncharacteristic. So, like Andy, who's decided to pick games he'll never actually play, this could actually fall into that category. Because it's a roll and write. And I'm not a big fan of roll and writes. But every time I saw this picture, I was like, I have to, I don't know, it's intriguing. And it's Arkham the Travel Guide, or Arkham Travel Guide. This is a Call of Cthulhu roll and write game. And you are like a travel guide putting together a path to go and see some of the ancient sites where Cthulhu and his minions have been exposed to, and I guess you're taking this tour trying not to go crazy. I don't know, just completely fascinated by this concept. I really like the idea of Call of Cthulhu. I like when they do interesting things with him, and this one seemed just really like out of nowhere Cthulhu roll and write, because neither of those two themes or mechanics are overdone at all.
No, not at all.
But I don't know. It caught my attention. This was like the window shopping thing where you're like, why do I like that? It's like, I don't know. I just am drawn to it. Like, I don't know. Maybe is the old one is calling me, summoning me to the depths.
Maybe.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a Cthulhu reference for these two guys.
I saw Cthulhu and I moved on from this one because it looked intriguing. I was like, Cthulhu, never mind. I'm done.
Sadly, I'm like that with you. The Cthulhu theme just doesn't do it for me. But
yeah. I grew up with like the horror stuff. I've kind of grown out of that. I don't like to pursue that stuff anymore. But like the whole like seeing things man was not meant to comprehend is such a cool, fascinating like world for me to kind of explore and to think about that time. So I like it. I usually don't pursue these games, but this one just grabbed my attention. See, John, you said it. It grabbed your attention too, and then you saw
It did.
Cthulhu and moved on. Yeah,
Yep.
there's something about it that just looks
Yep.
appealing. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see.
Yep. We will.
John, what you got at number 3?
Well, for number 3, I'm going to go ahead and it's I'll just start with the flavor text this time because Andy's been doing that. Let me try this. See if you can think of what the game is. Say cheese, dude. Use worker placement to snap the most cringy, classic, and totally radical senior year moments to make your yearbook the best in class. Class of 89.
Class of
It's
89.
1989. You're making a yearbook. You're taking pictures. You're doing all these, laying it out, doing all this stuff, trying to make the best yearbook from 1989. I don't know if it's going to be any good, if they're having a demo. And with that theme, I got to try it. That just sounds amazing. So that's, Class of 89. What do you guys think? Does that sound like fun? Putting together a yearbook?
As I was perusing the list, I was like, definitely this is a John game. This
Yes, it is.
For sure.
If we were playing that competition, we would have all got this one correct.
Yep. Yes, you would have.
Did you graduate
John
in
trying to
89,
relive.
John?
I had already graduated and was in my working career.
Oh, okay. All right.
There we go.
We won't say any more because we don't want to,
No.
we don't want
Yeah.
ageism to be a part of this show.
That's right. I don't want people to quit watching.
We don't.
We don't.
That's news to me.
Well, yeah, it looks interesting.
Mhm.
I have my
There's like
doubts.
nothing about it on there online really yet, other than just some game description. That's about it. So
There's these games that come out that sound really great theme wise, but can the mechanics hold up? And that's my only
will
concern
find
with some
out.
of these games. So
that's why it's a demo. We'll find out.
demo, if you will.
It's a demo.
All right, so my next one I'm going to go with is where, hold on, my
Yes.
notes are missing. Oh, I'm getting a message from the studio.
They're saying, "Hurry up!"
Hurry up in there. My next one is
Stalling
Polaris.
for time.
Polaris. You guys heard of this one? Form
think so.
constellations
I'm not.
around the North Star. Looking north, you see a bright star that doesn't change its position as the night goes on. It's the star at the North Pole. Polaris.
Ah.
In Polaris, you'll have to position your stars in the night sky to form constellations and accomplish the game's objectives. 5 scoring phases will be played, which will get shorter and shorter, where the different moon phases will be vital to know where you can place your stars in each of them. On your turn, you only have to perform one of 3 possible actions. You'll draw cards, play cards, or take shooting stars. Whoever earns the most victory points at the end wins. So you might be asking, why did I pick this one?
Why did you pick this one?
Thank you. For one thing, I kind of like abstract games. So this is an abstract strategy game. It's got a little bit of area control, hand management, pattern building. And the thing that one of the things that got my attention is the designer. The designer is Simone Luciani. Do you know who he is?
No, I do not.
Ooh.
He's
I
made
know
some
that name.
really good games, including one of my favorites, Tzolk'in, the Mayan calendar.
Ah,
And
He's done all the T
Lorenzo
games.
Il Magnifico, Darwin's Journey, Barrage, a lot of great games, very good games. So I'm excited to check this one out based on the designer alone.
I'm proud of you, Andy. I was going to make fun of your choice, and then you said abstract, and I'm like, you know what? Andy does like abstract games. That checks out.
yeah.
And then you said the designer, and I'm like, yes, good job, Andy. Good job.
I'm glad I could finally come through for you, Daniel.
You did, finally. It only took 8 picks, but you finally got one right. The one that we've all been waiting for. John, dude, you are
What?
like, we shouldn't have crossovers. We should do whatever we can not to have crossovers.
Yes.
Let's submit our list to Randy so we don't have crossovers. And your number 5 game is bagged and boarded? Dude, that's like, I should have just took Class of 89. I mean,
You should have.
yes, this is on my list, bagged and boarded. How did I never see this game before until this moment? You're right. Everything about it is great. It would have been wonderful if it had an actual Marvel theme, but I don't always need the Marvel theme. I love the idea of comic book collecting, and they did a really good job with the art as well. They kind of took that '80s to '70s style, and that's like my favorite comic book style, other than
Yeah.
the '90s Joe Mattern style. Love Joe Mattern. I know it's a hot take, but what can I say? I love the man.
That actually is a hot take.
Anyways, yeah, it is. But but no, this is what I like to see in board games, and it does. I do wonder how much ideas they took from comic book collectors, because it does look like there's drafting, does look like there's auctioning, but there are some cool little aspects in there. There's a grading aspect in there. There's
Yeah.
different ways to buy the game. So I'm intrigued by it. This is going to be an insta buy for me unless I do the demo or look at the demo and go,
Well, I think it's only
this looks
demo.
like garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, if I
Yeah.
demo it and go, this is garbage,
Yeah.
then I ain't going to get it. But if I get it and it's even like a mildly entertaining game, I'm probably just going to get it for the collection of my board game comic book stuff.
There
So,
you go.
yeah, that's my number two. Super
Okay.
stoked about it, and angry at John for taking it
Um,
right out from under me.
no wonder you weren't saying anything when I was talking about it, but
I don't know what
it's
you're
funny
talking
because I'm looking at Andy's face over there, and you're saying this one's different because it has a grading system, and Andy's thinking, yeah, it has grading system. It's grading on my nerves. So it's like,
Whoa.
he had some RBF going on. But here's how you really handle that when there's a crossover, Daniel, because Ice was on my list. So I'm not going to talk about Ice. I'm going to talk about a different game. See, that's how you do it.
Well, too bad.
So
because I'm going to talk about this one.
You have to evolve.
So I've got this game. This game intrigued me as well, and it looks like a fun demo. And it's called Removal. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but it's almost like inspired by the Hoarders or something like that, where you're being called in to remove things from someplace, or maybe somebody quit paying the rent, whatever. And so you're a company that has removed these things. You try to remove as much as you can, as quick as you can, without breaking anything. That's the whole idea. And it has these fun little trucks that you're loading them up in. It's from a first-time designer. I didn't see anything else that he had designed, Michael Rezka, and it's from what? ABI Games? Is that what that is? I don't know, but it looks really good.
What's
For a
the
demo.
name of the game?
It looks fun. It's called Removal. Removal.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. So it looks like a fun little game. That if it is a game that's any good, it probably wouldn't cost that much. It'd be a fun game to play with multiple players. So there we go. Removal. That sounds fun.
All right.
Okay, yeah. I had
Ice
to look
looks
that
better,
one
but
up. I
someone
did
else
not.
already said it.
Dude, that game just is so unremarkable. Like this is the John game. This is the definition of John game. Uh, it's also from the designer Albie, which is also did the Dirt and Dust as well. I
Okay,
think
so it's
Albie
that.
is like
I was
they're
misreading
like
the
I
designer.
think but I think they're like a distributor in Czech Republic or something, because they
I
also
gotcha.
have like Gloomhaven accredited to them
Yeah.
and everything. But I think that's one of
Albie,
their
that's what it
actual
is.
games.
Yeah. I thought it was
Yeah.
saying alibi or something.
Albie.
Okay. Gotcha.
So okay, cool. A
Thank
typical
you.
John game. Got it.
Yep, it was.
All right. Well, the next one on my list.
Number two.
What's that?
Number two, I believe.
Are we at number two? I think we're still at number three, aren't we?
Nope, we are on number two, sir.
Number
Number
two.
two. Number two it is. Who does number two work for?
Exactly.
So mine, the reason I picked this one in part is because of what it was compared to. It had comparisons to Dune Imperium, Lost Ruins of Arnak, and even someone said Terraforming Mars. These are all three
I'm in.
very good games. So I would want to check it out, and that is called Natera New Beginning. It is designed by Eric Fouguer and Hugo Tremblay-Ledoux. I'm sure I butchered their name pronunciations, so please accept my apologies, gentlemen. It looks like this is their first game, actually, but it's got great reviews. It looks really neat. You've got animals that have different player powers. You got a little bit of that variable player power like Root, Daniel, so maybe it'll be up your alley, too. But closed drafting, end-game bonuses, different income, area majority influence. Looks like a really cool game. So that is published by Horizon Games, and I definitely want to get that played at Gen Con. In fact, I guess it was demoed last year as well, but still demoing, still in the demo process. I think it's set to come out at the end of this year, though. You guys know anything about that one? Have you seen that one?
I do not know anything about that
Oh,
one
it
at
looks
all.
great. I did not see it. I'm glad you found this one. So far, two games that you did well with. That looks awesome, especially how you described it. If it's anything like Ark Nova or Terraforming Mars, then I'm excited to give it a try because I love that concept of those games.
And the components look pretty cool, too.
They really do.
Got
I'm going to
little,
look into this one
little
because
animeeples.
was this on Kickstarter? Surely it was. It
Just call
reeks
me
of a
Shirley.
Kickstarter.
Games, probably, but I don't know.
Well, cool. Looks
First one I
great.
didn't read
Give
the
it a try.
flavor text on either.
Oh, congratulations.
Wow, good job.
So I'll do it now. In
No, please
Natera,
don't.
New Beginning, you play
Please
as a
don't.
sentient and intelligent animal tribe
Gosh.
exploring and controlling areas abandoned in a bright post-humanity world. And I'll stop it there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ah,
Daniel, number one.
right. so the one we've all been waiting for. Now you
Yes.
might be thinking if you're really listening and you really knew us and you were like, hey, why was Bagged and Boarded not Daniel's number one?
Good question.
Because I got a special treat for you guys. Well, it's actually not a treat at all. It's just it's a surprise that I need to tell the other two that they don't know about yet. So this year, I applied for a media badge and they gave it to us, suckers. And I think because of that, I've been getting emails for like media events, and I'm like, I'll go to some, sure, whatever. But there's only one that has got my attention so far, and it's my number one game to demo. And I'm so excited that they sent me an email and I signed up for it already too. And that is the new Ark Nova spin-off game, Sanctuary.
There we go.
It is not on the list, the Gen Con list, because I think it's a special, like, come
Oh
and see this
my.
only. So I know I'm feeling pretty, yeah, hold up the game snob. That's right. But I love Ark Nova. Ever since I've discovered Board Game Arena that has a lot more board games on it, I've been playing even more Ark Nova. So I am extra excited to go take a look at Sanctuary, which is like a shorter version of Ark Nova. It plays very similarly,
Really? Okay.
apparently, but it plays in like 45 minutes instead of 3 hours. And it seems more approachable. Like I might be able to play with my family or with just people at FBC Gamers. So I'm really excited for this one. I'm also really excited to go to the event. Again, when we applied for the media batch, we just kind of wanted to get in early. We didn't expect anything else. And it's been kind of cool. We've got in a couple other things. And this is another bonus that I'm like, yes, I get to go to this thing. So excited. So Sanctuary is my number one.
How come I don't know about these things that we've been invited to? I feel like I'm completely in the dark.
Because only Daniel has been invited.
Because you went to a cruise to a third world nation and had people serve it.
Oh my gosh. No. Oh gosh. For those who don't know, we celebrated my 20th wedding anniversary and we went to St. Lucia. It was fun. Although I will say, yes, it was a little, I've never been to an all-inclusive resort before.
Really?
It was a lot of fun. It was neat.
Mhm.
It was an experience. I don't know if I'd want to do it regularly. You do feel a little awkward though, because you leave the resort and you realize this is a third world country, and it's kind of sad actually. But the neat thing is we're able to give back and tip well and do some things like that, and tourism does help their economy thrive. So
There you go.
There you go.
I got him on the defensive.
Thanks for bringing us down
Sandy,
here at the end of the list.
well, you brought it up. I had to say something. Gosh. John, what's your number one?
Number one game on my list. Here we go on the demo side. Yes, this one is it just hit the list late too. So other people that have had shows have not talked about this game because it just hit the list, unless they're insiders like Daniel that know everything. But the game is called Ink, and it's from, was it Final Score Games? Casper Lapp is the designer. I don't know if he's done anything else, but this game, if you look at the box. If you look at the box, you'll see it and you'll say, oh, this looks like a John game. Beautiful game about designing paintings with ink. Ink is a very unforgiving medium, in case you did not know. When art meets strategy, ink flows like a river, my friend. It's got tile placement. It's got a rondelle, a real rondelle, not a hand of cards that someone calls a rondelle on this show, but an actual rondelle.
It's a rondelle.
And cool little ink bottles that you use, and you're laying tiles and try to make these little different paintings and stuff. And so it looks really cool. Ink is one I'm going to have to try. Is it any good? I don't know. It's beautiful. It looks like it's fun to play. So that's one I'm going to try. It's my number one demo.
I just proved a point that John does not actually listen when other people are talking on the show, because Casper Lapp is the designer of Into the Machine, which I talked about not too long ago.
Oh, you were saying something about him?
Okay.
Yeah, I was. I sure did.
Nice. You know, and now that you said his name, I clicked on it. He also did Magic Maze.
Yes.
And you also said that's not a hat, which is great.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, yeah.
So there you have it.
anyways, ink looks cool. Like that's
It
again, it
does.
says Kickstarter written all over it, but
Yes.
it's pretty.
It looks fun to
And
mess
they're
with and
using
play. Yeah.
and the two ink pots are my like wedding colors, the orange and the blue.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
Well, then it must be good.
Like that.
It's got to be good.
Must
Andy, what's the
be
number
good.
one demo game on your list? What's the number one thing you're waiting to demo?
game is Dealer's Choice, any Stefan Feld game. I've got several of them that I'm excited to try. Hopefully they'll be there. It includes Manila, which is a re-implementation of Amerigo, which is an awesome game.
Which is a re-implementation of
Beijing, which is a re-implementation of In the Year of the Dragon, a game that I never did play. So I'm excited to check that one out as well. And then there's also another game that is being talked about. I hope it's there for demo, but I don't think it will be. It's called The Druids of Idora. I want to give some Stefan Feld love out here because he's one of my favorite designers. I'm excited to check out any of those if they're available to demo. I hope they are. Also, I think Nassau, is going to be for sale. I'm hoping. So anyway, some good Stefan Feld stuff to check out.
Okay.
And if you don't know who Stefan Feld is, if you're new to the show, if you're new to this industry, he is the icon behind Castles of Burgundy and Trajan and Forum Trajanum and so many others.
Andy, why don't you let everybody know who Stefan Feld is and maybe some of the other things he's designed?
Well, thank you for asking that. He also designed Bora Bora. He designed
Merlin.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't listening to you.
Merlin.
Also Hamburg and
Carpe Diem.
Bruges. Hamburg. Great. Oh, that's good. I didn't see that there were any Stefan Feld games. Are they the part of the Queen collection?
They are. I think they're part
Like
of
the city collections?
Yeah. Manila and Beijing are part of the city collection.
Okay.
And I believe Nassau is as well. I think the other one that I mentioned, the Druids of Idora, is not. In fact, that's one that it may only be released in Germany. I think they're talking about it'll be hotness at Spiel de Jar this year.
Yeah.
Not Spiel de Jar.
Cool.
Spiel Essenspiel.
Eschenspiel.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. That was a good one to end on. So do we have any honorable mentions for either buy or for demos?
Yeah, just throw them out there, whatever they are.
We do. I have an automatic buy that I'm going to go do. It's an expansion for Pirates of Maracaibo, Commander's expansion.
Okay.
From Capstone Games. That will be an automatic buy for me. Also, another game that is an older game that I've liked for years, my wife and I used to love playing it, was Quirkle. There's a new Quirkle game, Quirkle Flex. And what did they do? They brought in Rainer Knizia to help make Quirkle Flex. And so I'm curious what that will be. That's from Mindware.
Cool. Did you see that your favorite designer or publisher is going to have a new game there from Grandpa Beck, the designer?
Oh, yeah, I did see that. The Grandpa Beck's got a new game.
Cover Your Assets, the game of the con last year.
Oh, come on. Skull King is his best game, but Cover Your Assets not bad. It's okay. Daniel's still mad because we were bored and we needed to play something, and we were right by a table. We're like, "Well, you want us to teach you this game?" It's like, "Yeah, let's teach us this game." And he was so mad that we spent
a bag of games I just bought. I bought 20 new games. I want to play 2011 Grandpa's Beck Cover Your Assets. Okay, I guess that's what we'll play.
It's about the experience, my friend. The experience.
That's what you do at Gen Con. Play some old games with people.
That's right.
Any other special mentions by you guys?
Yeah,
Dana, what you got?
I'll just go with it here. Just like you, I have an auto buy that's an expansion, and that is the Lost Runes of Arnak Big Box. Have to get that one. Super excited for that. I missed the pre-order for it because I was going through I need to stop buying so many board games phase. Well, I'm over that phase, and I need that box, and I need it now. Also, and then the other ones that I want to look at is Luther, which is a game about creating music with famous musicians like Bach and Beethoven and stuff. The reason that did not make it on my list, though, is that this is the designer of Distilled. And while it is critically acclaimed and people loved it, I was sorely disappointed by Distilled. So I definitely want to play Luther before I buy it, but it looks incredible. And then there is Rumble Bots and Golden Cup. I have to bring these two out because they both sound very similar to
challengers.
challengers.
Yes, that's what I thought.
I really want to try to convince Chris to come and try these out with me just to see what happens. Just to see what happens, because why not? And then the last one I want to mention is Flip Tunes. It is a Thunderworks game, and again, nothing in their role-playing series, but it's on BGA. I played it a couple times, and it was actually pretty cool. It's a deck-building game that plays a little bit like Challengers. Like, you buy the cards, and then you shuffle the deck, and then you flip 6 cards, and then those 6 cards have to resolve in the order you flipped them, and it's the first to 30 points in one hand is the winner. Cute little quick game. Like it looks kind of like Cuphead, that kind of animation style. So I want to try that one out.
I saw that one as well. Flip
Tunes.
Tunes. I saw that one as well, and I saw it compared to Challengers, and it's like, we got to get that just to invite Chris over. We got this great heavy strategy game we're going to play now.
Yeah. So there's awesome. There's 3 Challenger games. There's
I know, isn't that funny?
Rumble Bots and Golden Cup, and let's get them all.
That's right.
John, any special mentions for you?
Yes, I got a few. One of them I threw on my list because you had used one of my games. So we'll go into the other ones I have here, which is Ovation, which is another music crafting game where you're like, it's set in like set in the time of Bach and Mozart, just like you were saying, where you're trying to create music, and it looks really good. The other one is Grand Central Skyport, which might actually be one of the big hits of Gen Con, actually, as I've seen people already coming away from other cons with this game and really liking it a lot. I can't tell if it's like a steampunk type game where you're trying to be you're like a skyport for different not blimps, but what do they call them? Zeppelins and stuff airships that are going to come into your city, and so you're trying to be the best host for them and try to meet their needs and what have you. It looks like a really cool game, and looks like it'd be a one that would be accessible, you know what I'm saying? And so it might end up being really popular. That's one I've already heard really good things about. So one I might try, one I might buy right there. So
cool. Well, I also have a couple of demo games that I'd like to get played if possible, and one of them is the latest from our friend Uwe Rosenberg. It's called Garden Lake.
Ooh, he's our friend
by Albi Games, and hoping to check that one out. Also, March of the Ants Evolved Edition. I didn't play the original, but people have said the Evolved Edition adds some really cool stuff. So I'd like to check that one out.
Like anthills.
Oh. And that's from Weird
Well,
City.
that is a very long list for you to check out. I've been watching a lot of these Gen Con lists, and I think we had some pretty unique games. So I hope you stuck around for the end. Obviously, if you're listening to this, you did. Or if you jumped to the end, go back, because we actually have some interesting games. And I think we're going to have a great time at Gen Con. We're going with 10 people in our crew. And also other people from FBC Gamers will be there as well. So I think this is going to be a fantastic time, and I'm super looking forward to it. And if by chance you are one of those randos who are watching our show that does not live in Kansas, find us and say hi to us. It would be pretty spectacular. It would blow our minds if you came up to us and was like, I watch your show. We would just be like, what? I might follow you around for the rest of the con too, just because I'm needy and I need that kind of
all right, you're creeping people out, Daniel. You're going too far.
Yep.
You're going too far. No, but seriously, look us up and your chance to win a $100 Miniature Market gift card.
This is true.
That's right. All right. Well, is that it? Are we done?
I think that wraps it up.
All right. So, next time we'll see you
at Gen Con.
Gen Con.
Around Gen Con, baby.